I don't have it up yet. No match card today. They're keeping it. They're keeping it to themselves this time. All that was told was just promos that we already knew about. I think people are mainly concerned with whether that mystery caller will show himself tonight. Originally, come on. It's Charlotte's birthday today. What did I think about LA Knight attacking show speed? All fine and dandy because he showed up in a sports game. I don't know if it was hockey, not hockey. I don't know if it was soccer or tennis or something, but he showed up to the commentators, no problem. So it wasn't all that bad. He took it like a champ.
History. It is, as you mentioned, home to Randy Orton. In fact, that undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes is more than aware of it. Madison Square Garden, New York City.
So will Bob Orton and or Vince McMahon show up? I'm not sure, but if they want to take it the safer approach, I say invite Bob Orton and just settle it.
Is diabolical.
Do you think Show's going to wrestle at WrestleMania? Oh yeah, for sure. They could. They need streamer publicity too. Having Jelly Roll isn't enough. Just having a singer isn't enough. They need a streamer too. And since he was there for the last time, he sure as hell would come back for the next one. And also being good friends and all with Logan Paul certainly does help.
I know he was doing stuff so fun and so vile on this very show. So today, and I know that some of that stuff was to you.
Why do I feel like I remember that?
You're not yours either.
It's a shame that Bad Bunny won't be there. He's too busy this year. But he had been the best celebrity the WWE has ever used. Yes, of course he has. But now that they're kind of rubbing shoulders with the big guy upstairs, they're not going to like, they're trying to pry away to him a little bit. Not a lot, but a little to stay in the good grace of him. So that's, I think, the only reason why they wouldn't invite him, at least for a while. And nothing ever again, but for a while, I guess. And things people looking for money. Hi there. I think about the phone, Randy Orton, the main suspects. The main suspects are Mr. McMahon and Bob Orton. It would most likely be Bob Orton, in my opinion. But let's see. Let's give WWE the benefit of the doubt because I'm sure it always serves them. It's not. But will it be true about him showing them today? I am not sure, but it is heavily rumored that it will be tonight.
Voices sing along and St. Louis. Voices in the Saturday. And the inherent advocates of a viper who needs this right. The viper who tried to ruin Cody Rhodes, who tried to break Matt Cardilla's wrist. Full speed to World Championship number 15 is the goal for Randy Orton.
How disappointing it would be if it ended up being Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon is going to take the gold here, so I was saying. Yes, exactly. That's another suspect that was talked about, but I'm like, please no, because WWE knows themselves that his creative is garbage. So that's why they keep it away from him too.
The most vicious, psychotic version of what?
It's like he wants to relive the glory days like to a T. Like, but he can't. Why did he cold? I'm not cold. You're the only one who's ever cold.
No, I'm saying
Cold. No, I'm not cold, and I never will be cold with it like this.
I'm not here right now, so it's not so loud.
Okay, you're up. You're upstairs with Bundle because I'm sure he wants to see this. So
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
that's
That's
fine.
how I put it.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
No,
do.
you don't.
Look,
No, you don't. No, you don't.
like that.
And then it gets louder because they're still turning up the volume on their end.
No,
Yes.
see what it is.
That.
It's
Well, sounds like she is breathing no matter how hot it is. It could be sweating. It could be sweating if she could turn up the heat. Yes, that's exactly what she does. But I don't know. That's a thing that people always have. I mean, I get cold easily too, but even I know when it gets too hot. And it's getting warmer here. Like today, I didn't have to double jacket. I only had my hoodie on.
My hometown.
There in Randy's hometown. Really? I didn't notice. They only advertised it like mad times.
Very young man. I still call St. Louis home. And the next time you see me in this arena, I'm going to have number 15 firmly planted around my waist.
I hope so, for the sake of something new and not bias.
But make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, I am not doing this for each and every one of you. No, 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 no.
For you. That's all right. I'm like, yes, it is all right.
For me, I am doing this for my family, and I am doing this for my real home, which isn't St. Louis, Missouri.
WWE.
It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in this front row. That's who I am doing it for.
Your wife, children, and mom and dad.
At WrestleMania 42, I'm gonna walk out of Vegas with the WWE Undisputed Championship around my waist. Hell, I maybe even be in the mood for it to be slung over my shoulder. But the fact of the matter is, Cody Rhodes, whether he walks, crawls, is carried, dirty, stretched out of Vegas, it doesn't matter because Cody Rhodes
I said agree with you definitely looking to tell so bad just to shake things up. That and also because Cody needs to go. I don't like Cody, but his time is up.
Cody gave me
He ain't no John Cena where he could always win.
life.
I'm not gonna go through the trauma again of having another John Cena slash Roman Reigns win.
Do it, I need to
It doesn't work out anymore. What was cool then does not work out now.
to the voices and he had no problem of it. But Cody, I saw the voices are talking to you too. I saw you at Monday Night Raw. I saw you in the garden. I saw you in the ring with one and only Stephanie McMahon, and she was not lying to you. No. But she said that you could not beat me. She was not lying.
Story is a bit long because technically stories about people's dreams never end. So, but that's not really it.
You are not a killer. What you have broken inside of me. There's no putting back to bed.
They're bullying him. Hi there. His uncle's name was Barry, the big old, or Barry. He's a few weeks back in the late 90s. Oh yeah, the time where I wasn't conceived. Yes, I see it. You don't have to spend me. It's shit. I want to keep myself.
Right hand after right hand from Cody.
Y'all want me?
The corner here in this town. Taking that chance and what become finally get that place of the ball on the hit.
Hello, Pat McAfee. That's who you were on the phone with. What the hell? Well, just when I thought they couldn't get any more stupid, but at least it's somebody that we didn't expect.
Jimmy Volcano should attacks Rhodes. What the hell is McAfee doing?
It's just hard to recognize him without a beard. That's why I didn't recognize him at first. Yep, that's who was on the phone with you. It seems. Maybe. What's your deal? You want to be a manager type now? Because maybe
The Blues aren't gonna make the play. The Cardinals are ass. Getting ready to understand. This isn't his home anymore.
You missed it. It's Pat McAfee that was probably on the phone with him. It's not really confirmed, but I have to assume you have to naturally assume since he's out here, that's who he was talking to.
Doofuses. You might wonder why I'm here. Why just keep telling you directly in the balls?
I do wonder exactly. For the sake of creative, not because I don't find you here.
To WWE, and I said that I thought the business had passed me by. This business been alone since I was a kid. I could no longer watch. I thought it was absolute shit.
You better pay for the profanity you see.
Business didn't pass you by. It's just gone in a direction that none of us like. And I thought to myself, who's us? Randy Orton. And he talks about the forgotten WWE fan, the Attitude Era fan, the one who woke up thinking to themselves, what?
I can't take this seriously. I'm sorry. But anyway, I have to. My contract on my YouTube account says that I have to listen. I have no contract. I'm a self worker.
Straight for no rhyme or reason. Like Randy Orton. What is going on? And I'm seeing a whole from the rebound. Episode after episode after episode with Randy Orton. Tickets to WrestleMania are still somehow available. Randy Orton.
No, they're available because WWE are greedy asses and expect everyone to pay 10,000 or just 1K to do it, just to go there.
For a champion, a thing that represents everything that we have.
He's just gonna RK you later on, Pat McAfee. I'm just saying.
Launches for the 15th world title. The business that you're winning is terrible. And you just gonna save the
I don't want to know what your swear jar. How much is in your swear jar? Hell well, Cody Rhodes certainly does look a little dead. Way to sell it. I like that pattern on the back of the back of your suit, Cody Rhodes.
McAfee attacks and destroys the current state of WWE. Business is supposed to run. 6 foot 5. We've been scratching out the heads for weeks trying to figure out who the hell.
And finally now, you can be off my dick about who's on the phone with Randy Orton now. Because either way, I knew it was somebody who was gonna disappoint us.
Mission to destroy everything in WWE.
You wanted to know who was on the phone? Well, you got it. Are you happy now? I hope not, because that would make me happy, knowing that I told you all along it was probably nobody important. I like Pat McAfee and all, but I feel like that he was just thrown in here because they had no plan to begin with. So that's the only reason why. uh, I knew people were stupid. I knew people were stupid and would stoop to people who would, I know for a fact, never come back. Like, yes, maybe Bob Orton would come back, but nothing probably storyline related. Since when in the last like 5 years have you seen a legend who you know for a fact is retired and out of this business for good be involved in a storyline? Never in wrestling. Oh, please, Justin Bieber. They were desperate. They were desperate. That's why they got CM Punk back. I bet you had they. I bet you had they not got CM Punk back, they probably people wouldn't even bother. But they were desperate. So they'll invest money. They'll invest money only on the certain people they know that'll bring them the money flow. But they wouldn't bring back people that would cause controversy. So CM Punk is kind of controversial too, but only in the way that makes you think like, does he really deserve to be here? Not debating why he's not supposed to be here. And that's what people debate on every single day with wrestlers, so it don't matter. The only way I see Mr. McMahon returning is when they stop rubbing shoulders with the White House, and then knowing that they won't get financial stable from the White House in 2028. So I'm like, good luck being financially stable in 2028, because that'll be the crunch time that you have to rely on somebody else to pay your business for you, because the list of representatives on who represents sports changes yearly. Well,
Face to face, 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. They were brawling, and then all of a sudden, just when Cody had Randy damaged, from out of nowhere here in St. Louis, entering the fray, came McAfee of all people.
can we go to an actually interesting story?
And a shot right to the man parts. And he wasn't done there. And so this is the person around here who has been speculating for weeks. Logically, of what a major statement says. The WWE champ, Cody Rhodes, just 2 weeks before their showdown at WrestleMania. The Gamers just changed the full outline's face to Hank McAfee. Mission accomplished, I think. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Yeah, no, man. That's true too. All of it. Sometimes remind people that they're in the GOAT conversation about to take the GOAT spot. To save the group. So McAfee repeats the phrase that we heard him say in the ring in terms of save the business, telling Cody that the business he's leading at this point as champion is terrible. Well, I don't disagree that Randy Orton is in the GOAT conversation, but the same Cody Rhodes represents everything you hate about WWE.
I don't agree. I don't believe fully, but I agree it's partially.
Telling Brady wanted to fill everything, and now with that, we are just 2 weeks away from Rhodes and Orton beating out the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania Vegas.
Thank you. Thank you for enlightening my mood because I need it. And looking at your perfection will do it just fine.
Who has spent down along about the women's champion Jade Cargill recently.
Yes, my dark queen.
Over here, Rhea, the singles world champion, is now just a couple away from getting a chance at returning and having gold in her hand. Yeah, we've just seen a major curveball from the way of playing Rhodes Pins for the woman who had some in the recent weeks. Because it's all it's
James, title run is done. Thanks for giving me an episode.
Jade Cargill defend against Rhea Blooded Ripley. Only a few weeks ago, she said to Jade, "My body is built different, built for fight." That has been tested to the limits in recent weeks with everything that Jade Cargill has put forth.
And who are you fighting? Are you fighting me, Chin, this time? Because it didn't work out with me, fam. So I. Yeah, I'm correct. Thank you. Fighting me, Chin, this time. You're just gonna get attacked again. No, I love that tank. So whimsical, and I think it's supposed to be inspired by a famous painting or color. That silly color it's called. They use a lot of fun.
Because things broke down. This was the match. They got thrown out of this. It's from Jade Cargill now. Jade Cargill is now sending a major message to Rhea Ripley.
That could be such a good look if you're going for a class, which I do love also. My friend recently did one. She wore a lot of glow in the dark. She wore a lot of glow in the dark aesthetic and did a clown. It was so pretty. I love it. I got it. Like, man, I dyed my hair with Manic Panic again just so I can have it glow in the dark hair again because all Manic Panic products have bioluminescence in it. So if you put it under a dark light, it'll glow in the dark. I have a dark light in my cosplay box, but and it just don't stick to the walls anymore. So I would have to put that light on my hair.
Get that one right.
I do like Meech's jacket too. It was pretty interesting. Did her shirt say? It's ripped. It's ripped open.
So also multiple.
I mean, you can't go wrong with the. You can't go wrong with the slip tank.
Season, and she's in top form early on here. She is amped up, always slammed. She has been in complete control.
In the case of going black and yellow. Yellow Jade Cargill is matching with me, chicken. Why didn't you match Jade? I mean, BFAB. You should have matched black and yellow with them.
And not allow distractions to come away from this match. Erase a distraction that lost her. Release German as Meechin takes advantage. Don't wait with you here. In St. Louis, Rhea Ripley was in complete control early on against Meechin, up until the point that Jake just allowed now. Just telling you to say nice things about the women's WWE champ, Joe Cass. You have a tendency to say risky things about Jay Duff. Yeah, and you're nice about that, right, Joe?
Bad with Shanti on Downstairs and Top Dog. Like, yeah, she us. Those two left the company 2 years ago. Well, they were fired 2 years ago, but Top Dollar doing just fine in TNA. It's the shifty guy who can't shut his mouth about being screwed over by WWE. I don't know the reason. I think he's in AEW, but I kind of remember because he was talking a lot of shit when he left, so I didn't really care.
So her soon-to-be championship.
But Top Dollar went to TNA and he said, sure, WWE's super, but I found a company that worked out just fine for me. I don't know why the Shanti guy is running his mouth. Like, just move on already and make something of yourself. They did.
Victory against Rhea Ripley. What was that from Meechin's career? Around, look at the position that she's got her in now. It was modified circular, just watching the lower of Rhea Ripley, who's in a back play now. Absolutely masterful. What the emotion and the reality from each and a week ago is
that's quite the cleanest bra you have. Oh, under that slit tank. And I love it. I can get lots of Y2K out. I can get lots of Y2K inspiration from us big tees. I've always been self-conscious to wear split tees like that. Obviously in the summer I need to amp up my Y2K look because that's the time where I can get the most. I don't know why Top Dollar thought diving over the top rope would be good. I don't know. I either forgot or that's the same thing. I just must have forgotten then. That's how much he wasn't in this company that long. But I hear he has a match with Dolph Ziggler in a couple days, and that's nice.
With the cover there, and BFAB and Meechin shockingly joined in on the
at least that's big that he working with Dolph Ziggler, man.
to an attack by those three. Now it's Michin who's been in control.
Del Ziggler's pretty hot in TNA right now, so working with him should be a great opportunity for Del Ziggler in TNA right now.
Two ladies on the outside, WWE Women's Champ Jade Cargill, and a door for business. Rhea Ripley behind the referee's back on more than one occasion in this match.
I really like coat that Jade Cargill has on. She had the best coats.
Times like Mission
They're so damn expensive. They're like $40 to $50 for
the folks on the outside of the ring doing this kind of power, this kind of routine, you cannot write off Rhea Ripley 2 weeks before that massive showdown at WrestleMania with the champ, Jade Cargill. You see that kind of strength, that kind of power on Rhea Ripley. Let me think about the match that could be coming our way in Vegas against Jade Cargill. Now center of the ring, toeing the line, right hand after right hand, chop after chop, as Rhea tries to fight her way back into this. I tell you what, Cashapp is the most solid.
Oh, no wonder Cat McAfee and Randy Orton drove in Iran because they're promoting it. Okay, wonderful.
Ripley's opponent at WrestleMania getting a ringside view of just how dangerous Rhea Bloody Ripley can be. Michin, they will skip.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, dude, I hate when you do that. I know that's your thing and all, but I hate when you headbutt people in the head. That's such an anime thing that should never happen. Hey, too close to the ropes.
and somehow Michin survived. Yeah, that is absolutely astounding when you look at the says raises edge forward on this running kick to the jaw. Michin kicks out of them. I will never know, but Michin is doubled up. Right up, John. Good luck dealing with this.
Yeah.
Rip time. Plan. Instead, Michin able to slam her down. Great reflexes from Michin there, and it had to be because that was game over. Rhea just finding the exit.
She slid.
As groggy as they come, but still throwing those
Well,
capoeiras.
I didn't know this on Rear Ratings, right? Because Rear Ratings right some of the boss, she has a scorpion embroidered, and it's so pretty.
Michin, spark on the top of her head is Rhea Ripley. On Rhea's feet to feet. Could it be Michin?
Like,
Rhea.
at this point, they're really trying to make Rhea Ripley look weak because there's 3 people. But in real life, Rhea Ripley could easily beat all 3 of these guys. So I'm glad they didn't make her lose. Right? They're probably just gonna make her lose by cheating.
Jade Cargill sitting ringside, getting a good look as Michin. Oh,
Ah, yay!
all of a sudden, quickly things can turn. Ripley refusing to bring it up until locked in.
Oh, okay. Is she really supposed to lose? I don't think Michin was supposed to lose, but anyway. At least if she was supposed to lose, this is her way to retaliate. Like, yes, because in real life she would beat all these girls. But the numbers being still takes care of it if you land. Yes. Who's gonna be in your assistance? Eventually.
Yourself against women as vicious as this. Now, we've seen 3 straight weeks of this footage.
Because
Weeks.
yes, I'm like this is the 3rd time. Yeah, finally, yes, guy. But something tells me Something tells me it can't be just you because Asuka just want to fight you.
There will be no Jaden right now. Well, just in the nick of time. But Rhea bloody Ripley, no final woman for the job. Synchronized drop kicks.
Yay!
In the sky. Just when Bobby needed a buff.
And my baby, and my mommy back together again.
I'm with the goal. Swear.
Alistair Black
It's almost as if you just
corrupting again, Matt Cardona. Anybody who Randy Orton associates with it.
It's almost as if you know
The only person that wasn't upset with that shit is you.
Going back before we move on. Looks like quite hope ready to get that spine. How about this? I'll talk to all this. Me and you, we can fight tonight. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're a being-based fan and not making bad decisions.
Is that a shade because he isn't where he's at than where he was?
How do you challenge me to fight for this lance? But after what happened to those
Again?
two times, I'm not letting this thing out of my sight. So with that being said, I need somebody out of the family to step up and take care of this howdy problem. So please tell me, who's it gonna be?
why are we fighting for Atlanta?
Thank you.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Why are we fighting for lanterns? It's no use to us anymore.
And nothing but problem, all of us.
Yes. It corrupted you. Cursed you.
They fight for this lance.
Good. I'll handle houses.
He's gonna lose on purpose so you can finally get rid of it. That's what he's gonna do. At what?
This.
He's gonna lose on purpose, or take it seriously, but not too seriously, and lose, and then because it has to be done, one of the other members are going to take it back from either one of the members. So that's what's gonna happen.
You will acknowledge it.
Wrestling God.
Oh, Extreme Mania. Yes, I will. But who cares? That's 2 weeks from now. But you care. Well, if I stream last year's WrestleMania. What makes you think I would stream this year's? So thank you. I said a few weeks ago, if anyone of you guys did stuff, solid. Thank you. It's all right though. I'll always stream wrestling, and pay per views. So you'll never have to worry about those. But if they get copyrighted, that's beyond my control. So sorry. Not really. Hopefully they won't, because my mom will be smart and just watch it in her room and not the living. Then again, I wasn't copyrighted last year for whatever reason, and I did it in my living room in my old house. So YouTube is bipolar. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure if you're showing it, if you're showing the screen, it would be an issue. I don't show the screen. I only it just senses the copyright because of the volume. It recognizes the volume where the audio goes, and that's what gets me copyrighted. I never streamed the actual show.
Netflix internationally to go and trade defending the NXT championship. All three of us opponents have been targeting him. Who will come out as the NXT?
That's why I have my volume turned to the point where I can hear it now, where everyone can hear it. Babies, you still are outnumbered though. You need
He's
another.
been outnumbered ever since Jade recruited Meechin and BFAT. Was EO showing up tonight a proactive way of evening the odds ahead of WrestleMania?
Come on, Cass. I mean, week after week.
Can you be our third Kathy, because you're her girlfriend?
The difference between Jade and I is she has followers. Oh, me? I got friends.
Thanks. Friends. So no matter what, I will always have you a back.
How insane would it be if Kyrie would be their third? Yeah, well, that might happen.
Exactly why, when it comes to WrestleMania,
I'm telling you, there could be a match where Asuka and Io fight in exchange for Kyrie's freedom, and once Kyrie's free, she's going to help Io and be obsessed with her. That's the way I see it. If they still want to be like, if they still want to go with this whole Kyrie being obsessed with getting someone's approval, but this time she's obsessed with getting Io's approval, but she knows that Io would still think positive of her either way, so she doesn't have to get her approval. She just has to be herself and be happy again. Yeah, the healing process, everything. But that would be amazing.
Solo Sedona. Finally,
But a weird way to show how therapy works.
And Wade, he said it to Solo Sedona. I'm gonna go it alone here. Just yes, there he is, without the typical flank of the other NFTs in Solo. Oh, it's not. He's turning the more of all play in his hands. You want The MS teams fighting your battles for presence of records somewhat with Tamatonga. Although Solo Sakella has been trying to get rid of Shinsuke Nakamura, leave my man alone. But regardless, Tamatonga tonight going it alone to deal with the, as Solo puts it, uncle Haii problem. Haii, right to the man of the clock. That's his nuclear weapon. That connects. This one really is getting but Tamatonga wise to it. It's full well have to stay out of the way of that man not full. He had a serious football backstage earlier questioning
It's
why
great
was he
when
fighting
Dallas has come along. Yes, Mr. Bowley.
Solo for the issues he's had, the obsession.
Back when he was a Chad, and now he's back when he was like, wannabe Chad.
To refocus on winning gold.
But now he's actually a hottie underneath that mask. Yeah, he was ugly when he came back. No, he just grew a beard and he was hot then. It was when he first came without a beard and he was like, all smiling. So
His neck and head right into the top rope.
came back nice and big and buff and oh. Yeah, he's looking good. He just grew up. He just grew a beard. That's how he became hot. Nothing else really changed about him. I mean, he does because he does. He be doing something like you. That's Tamatonga. Yes, he does. It's just that not now because he's not happy still. Yeah, because he's not happy. He's not supposed to be on. He was until he started losing all the time with those guys.
The problem and it's a problem that has been before.
Back when he had faith in this group, but now he doesn't.
Haii's problem is that right hand that Tamatonga is brutalizing. I'll tell you right now, that's absolutely genius from Tamatonga. Pick up that right hand. How the hell can Uncle Haii hit that man in the floor? He went for it very early on. Tonga trying to take neutralize that weaponry.
In the summer, I forget that they're going on tour, so I need to remember that I need to work I need to work an evening shift in babysitting because there ain't no way I'm going to be back in time for wrestling screen if I'm working in the morning.
About Tamatonga right. He's had thus far some major victories already. Likes Nakamura.
Is Rainbow's father. I mean, I don't know who he is or yeah, that person is. And he's apparently a big deal.
Problem is dealt with once and for all tonight.
Sorry, but I just wasn't I just wasn't born or too young to remember certain people. And I'm not going to lie and say, "Oh yeah, they were a great asset to wrestling," and I have no idea what they did or how they acted.
And continues the beat down on
Frozen, but it's in commercials.
Howdy. I don't know if I think I'm motivated.
Time to change the server. Whoa. Oops. Oh man. I can't. I have to go on a different server at the worst time.
They would secure the Wyatt Six Parish spiritual beacon, their lantern. Back and forth they have gone. What would happen later in January when the Wyatt Six lost the tag team championships to the MFTs. And then moments ago backstage, before this match between Tama Tonga and Uncle Howdy, Tama Tonga turned to Solo Sikoa and said, "Why are we fighting for that lantern? It's been such a problem for us."
So we gaining weight. It looks more like Ray Wyatt. Yes, that's why I'm slowly. I am always slowly but surely healing over O'Shea's passing because he really does live. He lives. His spirit lives within him, and he really feels like Soya.
Right hand damage. Remember, Tama Tonga was targeting that right hand, slamming it against the steel step, stepping down on it.
That's part of the problem when you have a damaged body part like Uncle Howdy does here. Sometimes you instinctively you throw a punch, not realizing briefly that you threw a positive hand. Not really sure how he did it. Just when he was getting the wind in his sails.
And Howdy was trying to use it right away. Remember, he opened up this match going for the mandible claw. Tama Tonga was able to deny that. Mocking Uncle Howdy. It is locked in. Howdy, even with the effects that right hand is taken, the damage it's taken, as the mandible.
Something now told him that lines are not righteous lines are not represents the lettuce and the spirit of bright white. And that was simple as
If you break it,
he also went how the evidence was.
you break it. Yeah, even though that's not the real answer.
I don't want to do this on a Sunday.
I knew you were gonna lose on purpose. Yes, I knew you would lose on purpose. You pretended to get distracted.
Tama Tonga told Snowball, I'm doing this on my own. Well, Solo's in trouble. Three bells left. When I sister was in the number of time Solo came out here. Someone saved him. I understand what's going on.
No. No, you want no. Give me that. Don't break it. Don't break it.
Tama Tonga, that way just been problems for us. And it's these hands.
His proof. No. They're gonna take it away from him.
Don't go against the inches of the boss. When it comes
He's gonna take it away.
Is
Well,
I'm worried about the cuffs. I know. But this
maybe
past week,
not now, but in the back, maybe.
I helped a lady put a bag on the overhead in the plane. She didn't even ask me. I've been at the gym. Eating. It's obnoxious. It's Larry's little curse, man. We got to have hot water in a hot tub. So that causes this get
You got to get.
You guys looking for memberships to be in the new Judgment Day? Well, we full of applications, not taking any. Very funny. You know what your problem is, True? You don't take anything seriously, yet everything goes your way, doesn't it? You don't earn it. Just for once. Once in your life, I'd love for you to master something, inspire someone, zone in. I challenge you. Say yes. Challenge accepted. I never met you a day in my life. You just open challenged us to a tag match. I'm gonna go talk to Nick Aldis before you change your mind. there will be a tag team championship match tonight on Smackdown in the St. Louis, Missouri. Did we just get a tag talk match? Yeah. Yeah. Master Inspire Zone.
There is no curse. There's no curse after all. There's no curse after all.
Next, we will hear from the new United States champion.
Yes. Yes, the person who wants to be world champion but always gets resorted to the mid card titles.
This way. I want to make the show start. Rematch.
Since Rhea,
Team.
Tina, do you have to leave that there in the middle? No, I'm just saying, because the bundle I asked him, do you come on it? And he said,
sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't.
he said, no.
Sometimes you can't, but
I have to take a kid put the top down. They said, he turned it off. I said, I don't know.
it turns off after a while.
Yeah.
But either way, sometimes you can't.
It has to stay there.
Yeah, sometimes you can. Yeah. But either way, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. It's not really blocking anything.
No, not that. When it's in right in the middle.
But even when it's in the middle, it doesn't really block anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it just.
My,
Stop right there.
there's water.
But the dog was in the eye and their mouth. Like it just.
Who cares? That's a minor ailment. There's literally watermarks. You would be surprised where watermarks can end up. What? Us hurts. No. Maybe we should do that on Sunday, Mommy. Maybe I could convince Mother for her to do that, Mom. Let's go to the salon. Let's go to the nail salon on. Let's go to the nail salon on Sunday, Mom. Mommy, let's get pedicures, Mom. Because I'm wanting a foot scrub so bad. I want a foot scrub.
I don't know about this, but we just put your feet in there.
No, they scrub your feet. No.
Yeah. They just put your feet in there. Then they scrub it.
Yes, that's what that's what I need. So that's what I need. So. And maybe I will get my toenails painted. Because I ain't never getting mine painted because I have too much anxiety for my nails being painted, and I'm not gonna waste $60 on art that I know I'm going to ruin. But my toenails, I don't bite my toenails. Who bites their toenails?
I buy them for when you want to get a nail that bottom.
Yeah, but I use clippers.
They don't work sometimes.
I use clippers
It don't work.
for you. But the way your toes are worse than mine. So you can't compare each other's toes.
Right. Then
People with on this stream, you're probably thinking something else.
April 18th, so the two
Stick fast.
one stage, no script. Cena and Taker, the conversation you won't hear anywhere else. Get your tickets at www.world.com.
Hi, Drew. So this is what it is, huh? Me and you, 1-on-1 at WrestleMania. You're talking about ascension, huh? In my life, it's been a roller coaster, non-stop. I went from the streets to county jail, from independence to WWE. Hell,
Yeah, I was there. If you ever saw Judge Mathis, you know what I'm talking about.
to be a product of the environment. It ain't about
That's the old intro of Judge Mathis. Mom, remember? Mommy,
just
remember?
capable of that.
Old intro of Judge Mathis where he's like, streets. Yeah, I was there. That's what I was like. This is what I'm thinking.
Very low.
But I went to law school and I went to law school when I got second chance. Now I get to give second chance.
Mr. Damn sure ain't no one there to tell me what I can or cannot do. I Joey. So at WrestleMania, you were my world. Let's see if you make it out.
Beat that ass.
Amazing.
You Mr. No, thank you.
Hey, I wanted to go ahead and talk.
No, he just cornball because what WWE does to him all the time.
Thank you. Thank you. Look, I also just want to apologize about last week. I know things got a little testy.
With Sammy, no need to apologize. I didn't give you anything. There was no spot for you. You did what Sami Zayn does. You made a spot for yourself.
Thank you very much.
Now you go out there, talk to those people.
I'm about to.
Yeah, that's not music, Sammy.
Yes. Whoa, who is that? ASAP or ASAP. I think that's ASAP. Oh no, that's Lil Yachty. That's Lil Yachty. That's Lil Yachty. Yeah, I was like, that's Lil Yachty. I'm not. You're better than Travis Scott, man. It's just so weird. It's just so weird seeing it with short dreads. So weird seeing when a guy with short dreads. Little Yachty.
He's loving it. Trick Willis, take it in.
Second movement. Hey, check it out. The truth is, I came out here tonight to celebrate my first match at WrestleMania. But I couldn't help but notice.
Been out. I don't know why you.
I mean, we bringing out Jelly Roll and McAfee. And it's only right that I bring out my boy. I'm talking about Lil Yachty.
Hey, brother, I want to let you know I appreciate you and I want to congratulate you because WrestleMania is not going to be
That's
amazing. And that's what
My grandma's obsessed with Tommy. With Grand Tommy Kings. She used to have a lot of yes. My grandmother and my mom used to work at the Tommy Jeans factory. And they used to get raised one more time.
So maybe if it's cool with you, we pack up and get right.
I heard the shout.
Oh,
I heard the shout. And you can just be in there and just come out real quick.
Because you know, Yanni, there's nothing in the world that I will not do. To
You
get
can just
that-
pee real quick and then leave.
What you saying?
I'm not gonna
I'm
do
saying
it. Still with you.
I'm saying, if you still in the toilet.
He just took a shower, but he went out.
So why don't you just tell me to pee and then
I like just took a shower.
Man, ginger bread, ginger ale, ginger tea, ginger, it's on back. And I want to let you know, brother, I like what you're doing in this company. You awful disrespectful. You get real disrespectful. They don't understand. I can get real disrespectful. Wow. I think I'm going to show them at WrestleMania. I'm going to give a little preview. When I get to the top rope, and I tell them, hit Sami Zayn's pyro to Chip Williams run Smackdown. Oh.
Money down the drain.
I'm saying, this fellow was already talking about when he was at the That's good, Trick. I think you're getting a little bit ahead of yourself, right? You're already planning the celebration. This is so Trick Williams. You've got the celebration plan. You've got the music. You've got the pageantry. You've got the rap artist. You've got all the presentation down. And that's all well and good, Trick.
Sir,
I'll be honest with you.
trimmings. Sir, you don't have.
Pageantry's never really been my thing. My thing's a little bit more dressed down, a little bit more working class. My thing is really what happens when I step between these ropes and what I do in this ring, Trick Williams.
You don't know, buddy. You don't know.
And here's the big trick. At WrestleMania, there's going to be about 50,000 seats, and every single one of them is going to be pointed at the ring. And once the bell rings, you're going to learn in a hurry that all the fur coats, all the rap superstars, all the great music is not going to save you. Because when you were in the ring with me, you were in with one of the best to ever do it. And Trick, at WrestleMania, I am going to humble your ass. Everybody. I think Ginger Snap is pretty upset.
Yeah.
But look here, Sami Zayn. There's something that you failed to realize, something that you failed to mention. The only reason you got that United States Championship is because of Trick Williams.
Thank you.
The only reason you're going to WrestleMania is because of Trick Williams. That's all. Thank you, Trick Williams. You're welcome, Sami Zayn. Well, let's talk about it.
Get the red. Why not?
He was
We already had I don't know. It's a good show. Oh, I'm just like, we got it. Look at over time.
Now hold on. I just can't sit back and watch all of this go down like that. Trick, you and I, we got history a mile long. And don't you worry, you're gonna get your receipt. And I'm gonna spin the block on you. And I know the perfect place to do that. But first, Sammy, the way you did that last week, you know what? That don't sit right with me. That don't sit right with anybody here either.
Oh,
Sammy, I
those people on the phone shook their head.
you know this shit on my back. Oh, you took that title. Well, you're the one that's gonna run across the end zone? No freaking way. So, Sammy, do me a favor. You listen to these people. I'm telling you right now, we don't want Sammy's in. We want yellow.
Anyway, you ain't good.
Yes.
You're right, but I learned from you.
I'd rather you lose to Trick Williams than Sami Zayn. Finally.
So, Sammy, listen to these people. Pick these people.
Rematch.
Carmella, I've already told you, you know this. This is not a secret. I think the world of you. I do. And I agree with you. You did. You carried Smackdown on your shoulders for what was it, 9 weeks, 10 weeks? Every week you're doing movement challenges. You did phenomenal. I take nothing away from you, and I 100% do think you deserve this. I do. But here's the thing. You had the open challenge. I answered it, and I beat you. And when doing that, I punched my ticket to WrestleMania. I'm sorry. I genuinely am sorry that it came at your expense in any way. But the fact is, this match is already official. So you want a rematch for the United States Championship? I'm happy to give it to you, but it's going to have to wait till the other side of WrestleMania. Oh, Ginger. Why was all that excitement you have? I said you give that man a chance. You know, as much as I want to tell you to just shut your mouth and stay out of it, and you're actually, he has a point. He does have a point. Because the truth is, if Trick Williams didn't get involved last week in our match, would I have beat you? I think so. We'll never know for sure. Because Trick Williams did get involved. And here's the thing, it's happened to me too. It's happened to me too. When Cody Rhodes took the opportunity, I told him all about it. When I took the weekend opportunity, I told his expense. I told them about it. So now I'll admit, the same thing happened, and for once it worked out in my favor. And you would think I'd be thrilled about it. And I am. I'm happy I'm going to WrestleMania. But I don't feel good about that, Mello. All right? I don't. That's the truth. All right, so put it into the right Sammy.
Yes, if you want to make things right. Yep, triple thready.
All right. Carmelo, you want your rematch? Fine, you got it. What do you think tonight? Here in St. Louis. That's good. You can't talk about things versus Chuck Williams, but if I win the United States Championship, walks in and takes on Chuck Williams at WrestleMania, and that's the last I want to hear about it. We could. We could.
Yes. Like, no. We will be.
What is it? Take a snap. You're gonna say it on the video you said that a long time ago.
We could stay 5 minutes. We could stay 5 minutes. No thanks.
Oh, young thinks it goes text on
Scott.
and Carmelo.
Why would you do that? Why would you give the mantle back to the family for it? Huh? Why? You got some type of game plan and I don't even know. It's time off. That stupid lantern was tearing us apart. Let's get back to real business. Taking over Smackdown. You're taking all the titles. Okay. You're right. You're right. Let's finish the wines. After when we do, then we'll get back to business. We go? Yes, we go.
Nope, he's gonna, yep, he's gonna back clap you once you have your back turned. I really love that Zelina Vega has like this whole gypsy look. They said, "Oh, you don't." No, I love it.
Alex request a master of mind games and Miles Blanchard takes. Take this Matt Cardona has fallen for this goal. But Alex Black gets Cardona right here. Back down. It's big Lucas that.
Who's my favorite NXT superstar? It's Tatum. It's Tatum. Joe Hendry. Shiloh. Shiloh. Yeah, pretty much those four. Oh, Jeff Parker and Polo Ice too. I just have to I have to reset the screen, but because something came up, so and I need to back up. Okay. I'm gonna get something. Ah.
Right here on this road for WrestleMania. Just announced the United States Championship match, the rematch from a week ago. Sami Zayn was contemplating what does he do with WrestleMania around the corner. He's putting it all on the line. Sami Zayn, Carmelo Hayes, just announced for tonight. All this.
Yay!
Stepped up to Randy Orton. That came with a price of pain in E3. That's from 2 weeks ago. Cargill standing up for his friend Cody. Received a beat down from Orton in response. The Pikay used a steel chair to smack the wrist of Cargill. Now, last week, was obviously demanding a match with Orton to get even. The Viper constantly attacking the other Cargill relentlessly before ending things with an RKO. By the guts of Cardona, but perhaps that was not wise, and maybe with that wrist still in a cast, a match against Aleister Black tonight is not wise either. Of course, Aleister Black has a way of poking and prodding. He told Matt Cardona, fight it, Randy Orton, on that Matt can't win. It was only dealing with its damaged ego to have. Those were the words from Aleister Black. That is how we arrive here tonight against Black. Well, Black has been certainly picking anyone while they have like trying to mess with five superstars that might be at that low ebb. And you see immediately Matt Cardona, and that was a fairly innocuous landing that wrist took, but immediately you can tell that cast really isn't offering too much of a thing. I noticed that. I promise you, Aleister Black did too. I mean, he keeps reaching for it time and again. You know, greatly effective. As soon as they call on the class out there, you hear it. He's ready. I think he's not ready. He shouldn't be anywhere near the ring. He shouldn't be anywhere near the ring for at least 6 weeks, and this is why. And we're gonna
She didn't care much to announce the matches. Some of them been
Aleister Black does not need a second invitation to attack a weak spot. That thing has a giant red target on it right now, and Aleister Black is hitting that target time and again, every which way, with strikes, pounding down, with torque, bending it back. We're good, Aleister Black earlier. He's convinced that he is the primary reason why Randy Orton has evolved into this psychotic killer we've seen of late. Black just is a fabulous. It's poisoning the mind of Cashapp. But this is the fuck. Wrong job, he's making this offensive rally back, and time and again is reaching for that left hand. He is in pain, but fighting through it like the warrior he is. Oh, nice job. You've got to watch out for these strikes. You may be striker in this entire industry with all this Muay Thai background. It's elbows, punches, knees, the whole works. Aleister Black can hit from angles that you simply have no way of blocking. So even fake, you know, for the majors, it's straight. Oh, and that's a leg sweep, and coming down hard on the apron was Matt Cardona.
Cleaning the toilet. Yes, and so we did water like maybe twice every week.
Alistair Black, that has been the target.
We just don't have a filter. That's my fault. When we get a filter, it's make it that's clean, but it we should have to clean so much because with the filter, it captures all of the pee and dead like shedding calluses, and they just suck it up in there. They and always just clean the filter.
How much it affects him here in this match?
But that is a slowing down, and that's what I'm getting to before. No.
Runs that
Filter when I bought his tank, but it's so that's not cheap. So I should buy a new filter. That's been
Seems more debilitating for Hancock though.
we cleaned his water today. I just don't feel like
What he can
we get caged with them because it's not the best. But it will do for them. At least it has improvement. I always have clean water because I look after it. And he has real food this week. We kind of did eat like 3 days straight when we first got him. So once we got the food, I think the last one time is I think
Fancy can to gather some momentum. Just didn't have the power in that. Oh, no, wasn't on balance. Oh, massive strike with that right leg. And Cardona finds a way to get the shoulder up. Right to that point of the jaw. Nothing fancy, but it is highly effective. But now with all the time in the world to come up with a further game plan.
Some people do it. So yes, I mean, I wouldn't advise that because honestly, it just looks it just looks good. But if you do it, just make sure it's non-toxic paint. The kind that children use because there are waterproof paints that are for children that are anti-toxic because sometimes kids will be dumb enough to eat paints. Why do you think they don't put toxins in glue? Because they know some kids are prone to eat glue sometimes.
Serious or life-threatening side effects. You can have a rash or allergic reaction symptoms.
Matt Cardona's been in excruciating pain, dealing with the left arm originally damaged by Randy Orton, up against Alistair Black, and courage to fight back while he's been dealing with the pain in that left arm.
Well, Matt Cardona shouldn't be anywhere right now, in my opinion. However, genuinely fighting his way through the pain barrier here, despite being physically majorly hampered by the wrist injury from that Randy Orton attack. And now somehow they have engineered a possible victory. That is unthinkable.
Cardona's comes back with the right elbow. This has been able to use that left hand with much effectiveness, even blocking that punch. You could see the issues he's having.
Living dangerously, all the same as Cardona once again. This time,
I'm not an angsty teenager that use the for toxic elements like teenage make it to me.
What a great counter by the veteran Matt Cargill. This is like fighting plus wheels, all that experience what comes into play. Just trying to find a way. Now his blind is even operating with all the pain that must be shooting from his left arm. I'm never going to force the left black. Black is able to get that right shoulder up. But now I'm starting to believe this match doesn't have so much damage has been done to that left wrist. It's almost numbing. Charles knows it. It jumps to pick up the pace here. They have Alistair Black down to the right. Thus, he has shown to try to fight on through. He did. He was going for the rough rider instead. Black sends him up onto that top rope. Big hit. He's got him in position. You're nowhere safe when you're
genius. I mean, he's a man with double feminine touch. So it only makes sense. But
pinpoint accuracy. Good.
at least it's used. At least it's actually used the right way because sure, Bray Wyatt's theme had a girl singer in his theme, but it was too punk rock because you know theme.
Enjoy that deep short match. That's a sort of power. Again, from Black. Acting with a cheek on the wrong top. It's the friends of that. Take out the last second, immediately working the left arm. It's Black. Right out of that, immediately Black only except for those strikes is Alistair Black. Everyone, it's almost like a magnet in that arm of Matt Cardona. He knows the position he has him in. He sees and hears the pain. He chops him down with that kick to the left leg. Long it's this long. He can only punch with that right hand. And where you go, she still go. We can simply tell her why without some blacks with heavy soul on physical weakness.
Lyra, and tonight you two face one of the teams that you will compete against at WrestleMania, that fatal four-way tag team championship opportunity. Now, Bailey, how meaningful is this WrestleMania knowing that you were robbed of that moment last year?
Well, obviously, losing that opportunity last year sucked, but I built a career off fighting with my back against the wall. So tonight, Charlotte and Alexa are going to pay for taking that opportunity of us winning the tag team titles on Monday. And they're going to pay for taking the opportunity of us walking into WrestleMania with those tag team titles. And tonight, Charlotte and Alexa are going to get a little taste of what we're going to do in Las Vegas. Yeah, I'm just going to say it. Charlotte and Alexa's friendship, surface level at best. If they had been through any of what we've been through this past year, there's no way they'd still be taping today. Also, this WrestleMania, it's about more to us than friendships, and it's even gold. To me, it's about making up for what happened to Bailey last year and making everything we have been through this past year worth it. Well, good luck tonight, guys. Thank you.
Heavy machinery to it. We're going to take a look back. That old look, that means Rock Legends ended confrontation for Monday. By the way, in front of the documentary coming out on Peacock, the Hartford 50 comes Shawn Michaels. Here's the sneak peek.
Shawn Michaels has a documentary.
The last one. Who the pistol Shawn Michaels again was on fire. We can't have to change in the game. I like knowing people behind that.
Oh, jerks.
Yeah. I'm so and often do me do it. So I'll something about yes. Yeah, that law and often do we have a big state and she's probably called when you went by that state, let's be waiting on to come on. That was a big one, really. That was a big ass. Oh, it's pretty true. Looks like that big. That big. Yeah, because bye bye, dumbass. Then I'm winning your dumbass. But even speaking of local Poland, also Fury, they do know that they've aside from Archer, aside from Archer, oh, Austin Fury and Archer like content will have held the new tag title, the tag title twice. So yeah, that's pretty neat. That Archer and Austin Theory are the only two in existence right now that won the new WWE Tag Team Championships, the new looks. They won them twice. When Archer won it with the Miz, and then the second time he won it with Damian Priest, and with Theory he did it with Drake Waller, and now he's done it this time with Paul. So Austin Theory and Archer got really wants to want the new belts twice. Her name is Tennessee Cardona.
WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremonies right around the corner in Vegas. It'll be at Dolby Live at Park MGM Friday, April 17th, 9 p.m. Pacific time. Of course, AJ Styles and Demolition, Steph McMahon, Dennis Rodman, Psycho Sid, Fabulous Brown, all getting in to the WWE Hall of Fame. Tickets go on sale via Ticketmaster. You can get them there. A couple days later, you know what's happening. The massive showdown among the massive big men. To go. Brock Lesnar, what is
But
Lesnar is Christ to fight. Actually, gentlemen, that will it's too soon. What the winner? It's cool.
then with this 8:15 This techno version of all of everything.
Yeah, it's a Triple H, the Hall of Famer, step between them in the ring and keep it from fighting until WrestleMania 32. But there's no stopping what's happening in Vegas, Wade. Oh, you're two of the biggest superstars, physically speaking, we have ever seen. Personified the ruler of the family versus the beast, Brock Lesnar, in 2 weeks' time at WrestleMania. It is the return of John Cena as host of WrestleMania, the never seen 17. This is a month removed. Final match now. Cena presenting WrestleMania to the world.
Well, we don't even know if he was asleep or praying. But Nick always don't like people laying around on the job. I thought he was dead.
He's very much so alive. And tomorrow night, NXT Stand and Deliver. You're looking at the new North American champion. Tell me.
Learn that Johnny Wrestling is back. The best is yet to come. Oh, don't do it, boy. I love it.
Hey, man.
So, dog.
You know, there's a lot of good teams on SmackDown, but you chose our first title defense against the Miz and Kid or something.
It's easy, dog. They got cursed.
First,
Yeah. Oscar cursed him in there, swoop.
Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar cursed.
Oscar's on roll.
Then who was the little girl running around backstage?
He think Dan helped his Oscar because of the face paint. You know,
Oh, let me get this straight.
you think that.
An undeserving team
They challenged us.
tied title shots because Dan House in Oscar.
That was good.
I'm not gonna end it.
I took it. I mean,
People can come a baby. Plus, St. Louis will get to see against you for time.
All right, look. First or not, them boys, something bad's about to happen to them. I'm gonna go get ready.
That's what's up. Hey, watch out for Oscar.
Everything for one is out this. Right, tag team that
sorry, that I wouldn't probably been breaking movies, but I know you expected
I know about Barry and it's coming your way.
but like maybe 1 week. Been like three. Been like three since the last time I saw you. Like what, 2 months? Whatever. I don't look to something I said because either way I would apologize. But either way.
Yeah.
Let's see. Whoa. Big. And heavyweight title. The heavyweight title still see a bump. Or no, still Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk are the champions right now. We're fine. We're chilling. The Yoni was here a couple days ago. Getting so big, but it's getting curious for all good.
I had my moment right in front of me. Shakespeare couldn't have written it any better. It was perfect. Family was going to see me walk out at WrestleMania as the undisputed.
Shakespeare writing stories for you because they end up tragedy.
Jacob Fatu. To say earlier, Jacob, what I hear excuses, justifications, lies. You're still nothing more than a criminal. You change. I've seen people change, but you will not change. You will never change. You will always be nothing more than pathetic 13th convict.
The profits are going to no, I don't. No, I didn't hear it.
Just be the first one of all you can outrun your past, man.
If I didn't hear it, I don't believe. I don't believe anything you say. I didn't hear it. I don't believe anything you say. Because, you know, everyone on the channel knows that I cite all my research and rumors. I always have receipts if I ever find any rumors. As far as I'm concerned, Montez is too busy playing nurse for Bianca Belair with her finger. So keep kissing the wife on the forehead and keep bending her finger so it can get back to Shane. Happy birthday, Charlotte.
Charlotte and Alexa, they know it's like something so close to gaining their championship. By the way, let's go back to last week. Their match against the fellas. Give folks a little bit of an update on an injury wave. Yeah, this is Nikki.
Yes. I saw it.
Over the fellas started not to be voice and play last week, as you mentioned. Nikki was totally to go in some window in order to be ready for that fatal four-way tag title showdown at WrestleMania.
That outfit Charlotte has. Yeah, that's
Coming for the irresistible forces at
it. Really. it looks like one of those girly folders. It looks like one of those girly folders that you be buying. On those piece of paper folders or whatever. Yeah, available title yet. No, she's currently in a feud with Jordan right now. It's all non-title.
And Wade, they would have done it. Aaron, and I remember it's funny.
Maybe
Right. Yeah, it's like,
that's my attention. Yeah, probably.
It's a long place. Well, I hit the regular people such the emoji chaos ensued. 3 teams. Everything counts. They tasted a lot of medicine after the match was thrown out by a disqualification, delivering a major beatdown to the irresistible Morrisons as the tag division hits boiling point ahead of WrestleMania 42. So, Craig, I'm not here.
Mom is right there.
This is essentially
Really outside the vision. You're just killing it at 80 pizza.
Get some momentum ahead of that fatal four-way showdown in 2 weeks' time.
She's eating pizza. My brother eating a cow. Something called IG. I'm eating the pizza way fast.
Looks to jump straight on top of Charlotte Flair. No matter which direction you look, especially in recent weeks, whether it's the Bellas or Charlotte or Alexa, or what we saw at Madison Square Garden, everybody can seemingly make that argument. That's why it's perfect to have this fatal four-way at Mania.
Yeah, you're right. And countless matches have imploded over the past few weeks, but it's like those 4 teams due to the outside interference from each of the other teams. So nothing has been resolved over the past few weeks, hence why we're having this massive showdown in 2 weeks' time in Las Vegas to decide who really is the tag champs in this division.
Make the tag moments ago. I can see the teamwork as they pin Lyra in that corner.
Well, you mentioned it yourself, Joe. Flair and Bliss.
Yes, I got it. I got it. 5 weeks ago. I just edited my latest song cover with it. Check it out. It's the top uplift.
4 teams, fatal four-way.
It was the cover of a J-pop song. They made Big Sledge.
St. Louis. Flair, Alexa Bliss taking control here against Lyra Valkyria, who's of course paired up with Bailey.
So Flair and Bliss, former tag team champions together. They've been to the top. They know they can get there. As a former tag champion, as a former tag champion, of course, not with each other. Still yet to prove that they can get it done as a hero. But what a way to do it would be to win that fatal four-way in Vegas and take tag gold.
Rose had a lot of fun enjoying taking control here against Lyra.
We go back to old ones and remember the Charlotte Flair, who looked utterly miserable in the run to WrestleMania, was not her usual self. It really was Alexa Bliss post fallout of last year's Mania. We got Charlotte Flair back on track, back to her best, back to winning form, winning gold. And those two have been tight ever since.
Yeah, everybody's been doubting the relationship for so long, the sincerity of the friendship, including the irresistible forces, pointing that out, and yet here they are.
Let me tell you about the DNA of Charlotte Flair. If you give Charlotte Flair an opportunity to win gold, he will be your friend for as long as that window is open, and it certainly is wide open with this duo of Bliss and Flair.
14-time world champion is Flair.
Lyra Valkyria was one of those rising stars in this division. Is out some serious gold already in her time hitting the Intercontinental Championship. Tag gold, of course. And is desperate for more, desperate to keep building this legacy for herself. The grace of all times.
moving to, of course, will be in action. Women's Intercontinental Championship match at WrestleMania against AJ Lee.
I heard the demolition is the Hall of Fame. Is that yes? Although I do not know who they I could probably
Second versus the United States Championship with for WrestleMania to defend against George Williams. So I'm not sure if it's coming up later on tonight in our main event.
And Sammy is quite conflicted as to what he should do as the challenge was put forth to give him the rematch, and that is indeed Sammy risks everything but the right thing to do to run it back. Sami Zayn and Carmelo Hayes will be coming away.
World of realizing just why Flair and Bliss are rated so high in this tag division and maybe the favorites of WrestleMania.
Myra Valkyrie in a tough spot. 14-time world champion Charlotte Flair getting the best of her tag. Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, this is the relatively new resume in the ring on the side. Flair and Bliss, only a 5-time world champion. Alexa Bliss. That just tells you how strong that pairing of Bliss and Flair really is. And Myra Valkyrie has been struggling, trying to get that tag. Big shot to the jaw might do it. Playing desperate to get it.
Well, speaking of 14-time world champions, the big headline of the night game to open up Smackdown was Randy Orton and Pat McAfee attacking Cody Rhodes here in St. Louis. You heard me right. Pat McAfee teaming up with Randy Orton to beat down Cody Rhodes 2 weeks away from WrestleMania.
That might have been the opportunity for Valkyrie to finally make that tag, but just in time, Charlotte Flair getting the points on the situation. Back it up now.
Go on.
Close to making that tag to Bailey. And she get just enough separation.
Come on, just kick her already.
2 days ago on Monday Night Raw, Madison Square Garden. Listen, they got in the mix with Bailey and Lyra. We're going through the tag team championships. It cost them.
Over there. Over here. He's not. He's in AAA and he's there to stay.
Reaching out for Bailey.
Such a has been desperate to get in there before the fellow Charlotte
I
Flair.
haven't even touched Triple ever since, like, you know, that latest pay-per-view. When it's time to make a champion. We're not missing much. Oh, well, speaking of AAA, Mattel trade things top of the most expensive doll company, the most expensive, like, you know, doll company for Mattel is considering making Mr. Iguana action figure. They already did Ripley, and now they're considering Mr.
Instincts of Charlotte Flair. So just
Excuse me, ma'am, you're about to have a nip slip, Charlotte, again. It never fails.
Dragging Charlotte into that drop zone.
incredibly talking, but those instincts once again kicking in, getting out of trouble. Turning the tide on Bailey.
I want to pull your bra, Charlotte.
Not wasting any time in putting Bailey into position.
One of the breaks on here saying, no, you're going to have to do this the hard way. There's been a lot taken out of Charlotte Flair in this one. And now it's a major assistance there. Why was Valkyrie looking like an anchor around the feet of Bailey? Almost.
It's a sign that she'd been able to cheat.
Onto the apron.
Here's take two from the top row. Elbow drop place.
Oh, yeah, and he's still having the time he has. I always keep in touch with the champion. At least I can do that.
May well do so in 2 weeks' time at WrestleMania. But not if Bailey could do something about it.
Now the teamwork.
But currently, there was a little incident that happened in there. Yeah. at the end of last week's NXT, where she had a match with Kelly Bray in order to face JC Jane and stand in the but they not stand in the last stand. I think that was next Tuesday. And yeah, so Kendall Gray tapped in the last second, and people are not saying she was solid, but by tap, not like single count or whatever. Either way, now that I saw it, everything else a little one either way, but it doesn't make sense to me why she win.
Bridging to that figure eight. When Shea and Bailey comes in and makes the save.
Well, that was small by Bailey because there was a tap out imminent. Valkyria was completely Bliss is not having any of that, and now, right for the pickings perhaps, is Lyra Valkyria.
Able to secure Bliss. Boy, that strength of Lyra so impressive. Criminally under-respected. He's like, Versal looking for Sister Randy and DDT. But instead, a counter by Lyra.
Oh,
The old-fashioned right hands on the temple, dropping the Irish woman. Charlotte's calling for it, pointing to Mania, looking to deliver. So selection times 2.
actually, I knew that. Even though white shoes always concern me. They give me a lot of anxiety.
When you step to the top champs, the irresistible forces.
Sorry about the question. Is there enough? It's all right. You have to catch up. It's all right. Yes, there is another tomorrow night. Tomorrow's NXT. NXT big pay per view that stand delivers. So that's tomorrow.
Chris, double smash in the corner. Which the fellas not here tonight due to that ankle injury getting rehab.
I love the jersey. I love the jersey look. James
There's only 4 other opponents in that WrestleMania match. Ragdolling Bailey and lining her up for destruction. The leg drop. The women's tag team champion. Irresistible forces. Quick on the heels of Charlotte and Alexa's win. Members still to come tonight. It is on the line. The United States Championship, the rematch. Tammy and Carmelo, the winner against Trick Williams at WrestleMania.
I told you, this whole curse thing is a myth. I mean, think about it. If we were cursed, how did we get a WWE Tag Team title match? Right? The universe corrects itself every single time. Curse. Curse.
this curse. This curse.
Somebody say curse.
Yeah, what you gonna do now?
Is that human teeth, obviously. Anyway, so Dan Hansen's going to come down to the ring with you tonight, so that way I'm live and in person you can learn how to beat me. Come, Dan Hansen, you spooky little goblin. You are toxic.
What?
Oh, yeah. Yes, well, anyway, if I do come down to the ring with you, I'll curse you guys, and then you can win 10 team. You can undo the curse. Oh, yeah, I like the devil curse you. So, I'm going to rings now. Make it like miserable. Because when we win the tag team titles tonight, you can take that curse and shoot.
Yep. Don't antagonize the one who first did it. Again. Get East Coast. Dan Nelson to WWE. Yes, he is. And he has been a very good comic relief.
Lots of them did that much good.
Huh?
Oh,
What?
lots of you did that much speak.
Yes, he is. How can he be? How can he not be there when he's tag team champion?
Yeah, he's champion now, so he ain't got time to be focusing on focusing.
He's still doing
That's always gonna be how he.
because those two haven't interacted yet. So
You listen to me, and you listen to that.
shut
I
up.
don't give a fuck because these bitches is fat. What's up?
That didn't damage the match this day.
But this is the first time Zen has actually on screen to say.
That's
Huh?
he's gonna wrestle.
No, I don't know about that. But I'm just saying this is his first time being near the action. It's his first time being outside of backstage. Even though I know, like, during commercial breaks, he does strip pics and stuff. But that's commercial.
See, restoration, man.
Thanks for Smackdown to be that big.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's one big show.
But I followed in-house on Instagram and he took pictures with his son. He had a little boy. I think he's like 2 years or something. Get out here.
Look, huh? My bed is fucking creaking. She's bothering when I move. I don't hear. You cannot now.
Get out of here. Like
Yes,
somebody else. How fast he gets. How fast he gets. Like, and go back to shaking your head. Go back to shaking your head. Mom is gonna say you're with me.
Should have been we to do last week, but yeah. 10 so he's talking. She's telling good.
But that's what people are. Bottle guns. Bottle bugs in my ears. But I'm the one with the champ, so I'm Hi, begin to you welcome Michael. That's the name of the forbidden brother that I have. We never speak of him though.
Back out an incredible night as we close in on this Rhodes WrestleMania. Hey, get celebrities. everywhere you turn on this road to WrestleMania. Including sexy multi-black on the rapper. The host of NXT Stand in the Window. Of course, that's going to be at the factory right here in St. Louis tomorrow. Sexy Ren is here, Wade. Yeah, God, sexy. No, you've got to see my everything that's out in your playlist all the time. Always every rental car. We're pushing with that. The unanticipated title reign of Dame Priest into the 14 days in.
Press to pay. Something gets out. Hey, Kit, are you there? No one can live yeah,
I'm saying it's amazing and because of the circumstances he saw, which proved backstage. They took advantage of a little confusion, and this is how we get this title match. Yeah, well, I'm liking this team of Kit Wilson and the Miz already. Instant chemistry. So the calls. Thank you.
no one can touch. True achieve his hand. Yes, he can. Time I repeat his free call. Do you think he was behind the resist were no. I don't think that the commentator was lying and say that he was on the phone with him in live. Either way, I knew he'd be disappointed. I don't care who's that is three costly. And finally, now people can get off my dick about her. I never cared who it was to begin with.
Vince has been reporting himself to be the veteran leader of the locker room. It's a problem time. The Vince got so much spike. He's basically like the stereo and Rhodes in full built into one. We got running shoulder blocks here. We got our truth finding his Cena is Ron Cena gear. It's not Ron Cena. He thinks he literally is John Cena.
Hey,
Drop the news. Now the referee didn't sit up at all. All truth now in a big amount of trouble. He's only why number like Kit Wilson. You're in St. Louis, that's was your pitch, Barry. What are you nearing? Kit Wilson, you tell him. Get him up. You tell him to sit down.
yeah, what is wrong with you? About to fight CM Punk because we have to have a Roman Reigns match in every WrestleMania.
The side of the apron there. Stop.
But I'm sure highlight videos should tell you better than I should.
You're learning something tonight. This has just been textbook brilliance from the Miz.
Because if I describe every match, it'll be on the side chain.
This audience, I'm from you, Joe. Say something. Miz is one of the greatest of all time. When his name for
So many people are finding my Snapchat. It's like, that's all of it. If you find my Snapchat, I'm just saying you're gonna be blocking stuff. So
Sexy Red behind me. I've got Kit Wilson in front of me. A man can only have so much happiness in one night, Joe says. Well, it's going to get better. That's the championship rematch coming. Sami Zayn and Carmelo Hayes coming in right. Then, of course, in 2 weeks, you'll be broadcasting WrestleMania. So, like I'm in El Dorado. And in El Dorado will be Kit Wilson and the Miz if they win the gold tonight. Now inching closer and closer to that tag to Dekki and Grace. But possibility was denied once again. Elbows down on R-Truth. Well, we've seen some of the offensive Kim Wilson over the years. His time pretty deadly, but he is evolving the ball. Evolution only gets better under the tutelage of the mix. We are losing all over right here. And it's nothing less than he deserves, Joe Tess. I don't know about that.
You and the fam heading to Vegas for WrestleMania. Do that like I have $10,000 on my ass.
Now you're talking about
And the better question you should ask, and why would I spend $10,000? Why would I spend $10,000 on WrestleMania?
So respectful that have seen it in that role in Las Vegas. Who needs a wishbone? I sense you have a real problem with Kit Wilson. I've had some issues with Kit Wilson in recent weeks. I had issues with them getting this title opportunity and how they came about getting it. Your problem is, Joe Tex, you're like, things manifest to you. You know, like, balls in the match like Kit Wilson and the Miz and
The way they cut it off.
championship defense of the tag titles for TV.
Say right now, the idea is no that Roman Reigns has to be in WrestleMania. WrestleMania every year. Yeah, I don't know. Contract states. I bet it's a contract thing.
Things have done a major 180. Everything Grace brings in moments like this. But is imposing a human being as you can get. You want some good soil here in St. Louis? Making it look effortless. He's a former world heavyweight champion.
I agree. It does not sound exciting at all. I mean, they're trying with involving but just again, but it's not working because I feel like I'm reliving the past, just with a different person. It's not Mr. Cole Cody Rhodes. It's CM Punk because it's like they can't do it against.
In the kick from Grace. It Wilson may have done himself a major mischief for the top. Well, that may have finished Kit Wilson's night for good. The Mills might be on up. Both things down.
I bet you that what you call it, Mr. Daniels.
Really very nice, and here comes Dan House in the next of this championship match. See, look, it's a mental. He was trying to read it.
He was trying to read it. Like, watch this person. He actually he got him. Yeah. I've seen this part before. He takes that jar and he actually shoves it in his opponent's mouth and then kicks it. So let's see if he tries this. Okay, let's see this.
Now he's got to work. He's got to tag work. So we're done just fine here.
Hey, true. Just is he gonna do the teeth shoving move? No, not you. It's dark in here. He's gone. Whoa. Danhausen. He vanished.
Danhausen arrives. Meanwhile,
Dude.
to adjustment. Yes. New champs. Oh, slow crushing. But it was 10. But it being new champs.
What? He cursed him. He cursed him. There is no curse.
You tell me why his right hand could make a 3 count. Reigns.
He took the magic.
Steve.
Don't let people. Right? If you don't get it, yeah, I know.
House is there. You know it's a storm of sons. Nonsense causes of this referee.
The way he sold it, the way he like sold it, he tried so hard to sell it. Wait, Rhodes. He has to have, he's
Dressed up in St. Louis tonight to find out who Randy Orton was talking to on the phone. And to be surprised, it was Josephine.
Hey, do you wanna doubt that it's a swerve now? Like, I don't know what more you want from me.
Paul Hogan, it was this Joe. You stoner, grifter, Logan Paul without muscles, chewing half, fly by. You're gonna get your receipt, and boy, I felt it, and I should have. You're a former NFL partner, but that's you and everyone who represents you. And I know who I'm talking to. Yes. Oh no!
So yes, I can't Smackdown to help Rhea, but yeah, but like I said before, maybe I think that the third person would help who would help Rhea is gonna be Kyrie because Asuka's going to challenge probably to a match, and then it would probably be a match to determine the fate of Kyrie.
It's not personal. And even Stephanie McMahon comes out here, someone I love and respect, and tells me I
You're in WWE. So that's the best. The word, sir. Yeah.
The truth is better than my excuse usually is. I don't know if I know how to do it anymore. I got 2 kids. I got my dream job here in front of this audience here now. You got tapping all these sites that only exist because WWE is hot right now. And you talk about me coming back in Dallas. Next year in Los Angeles, that's a record. The year after that in Philadelphia, that's a record. Followed by Las Vegas, another nearly untouchable record. And I was wrestling Roman Reigns, John Cena, and even The Rock. But make no mistake about it, they were also wrestling me. It's as simple as this. It's a wrestling match with 20 years of history with the 2 very best wrestlers to do it. I was hearing those voices inside my head. Finally.
Can't use my line. You can't use my lines, buddy. It don't work for you.
Rhodes.
Not kill those things.
How the evening started off with Randy Orton and Pat McAfee attacking him.
Well, we know who Cody Rhodes is fighting next week, at least. Kit Wilson versus Cody Rhodes next week. 3-1. Obviously, Cody will win, but because of the attack, it's set. One second. Someone texted me on my Discord. Did I say it? Did I say I did the song? Yes, I do. It's in my videos tab. You can check it out. About 6, 7, 8.
It proved to be one of the most anticipated matches in WrestleMania history in a week.
I was in the kitchen, so I was in their room grabbing my other phone.
Once again, at WrestleMania.
We're not seeing.
But then I think about the 20-year who cares?
That's title on your voice.
Honestly, I don't really get it, but like it was fine. It was perfectly fine with this Cody wasn't ready for it. I don't know why they decided to pick Sam McAfee. And if they really had to add someone, at least let me someone better. This really doesn't make any sense with Sam McAfee. Like at all.
Superstars and
Or anyone else. Anyone need anyone else. Doesn't need anyone giving him like a pat on the neck just to tell him he's over.
So what happened? That matters.
I appreciate that return. That's all I'm saying.
Jumper in Vegas.
Just back coming back for WrestleMania.
Along with the record, social stances, but he is a positive champion, the Dominican and friends against the man. There are certain matches where you know exactly what you're going to get. But
If I'm not telling you about it, don't believe it.
it's sure to happen with the Intercontinental Championship middle flyweight. That's
Like I said, I have receipts and I cite my stuff. Not giving any fake shit.
So, like the second match in South the Mexican those my old gets figured out at WrestleMania winning season championship all the time as the irresistible force is defend in fatal hallway action. Wade forward, Judgment Day brothers. Now, 1855 will meet up at WrestleMania in Vegas. Big Balor against Dirty Dom Mysterio. The women's world champ Stephanie McMahon followed by small number of folks, and she continued to do so as she defends against Liv Morgan at WrestleMania. We had a major development earlier tonight that affects something the scene of the winning championship match. Rhea Ripley down with the support of Io Sky come back. Help out balance things out against Jade Cargill. That's not the way, but it's nothing to do with the I'm still so how ourselves a second match what is likely to be a ferocious affair as the Samoan rival David Fatu McIntyre. And then the match that is creating so much buzz. The palpable anticipation. You hear the crowd here in St. Louis reacting. Boba Fett, Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 42. As we saw earlier tonight, shocking developer right walls and now it's the hoops with Matt McAfee. Well, he goes up against the WWE champ, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. And this WrestleMania will be even more special because the greatest of all time,
It's
17 is back in a host role, John Cena at WrestleMania. This match is really excellent because
they don't like old days.
will become
You know, it's early years, but no, I didn't.
WrestleMania. The caveats.
And they
This match.
well,
Smackdown
I chose to get myself a day to find
right now.
so it was when I went to get
Danny putting his status back. It's on the line. It's instantly a rematch. Danny hesitated for a moment.
Hey, you're moving but to late. You're moving but to late.
Mellow and I am this number has a change to this number is right for something saying it's a plus which one one go. Well, it's gonna have to be a real fake piss which you can go the money out off that same day for the US title. I want to break some big news. NXT will be bringing one of the biggest PLEs, one of the greatest wrestling cities in all the world. The world. And up in St. Louis.
So I will not provide a link for Stand and Deliver tomorrow because Stand and Deliver is on YouTube and everyone has a YouTube. So you watch it on YouTube. So you're not gonna stream Stand and Deliver. Yes, I am gonna stream Stand and Deliver, but I'm going to obviously use my secret YouTube account so I can watch it. I'm not going to use my main YouTube account. This isn't the only YouTube account I have. I have two more because when I'm babysitting, I always use those. I always use those accounts to put on baby shows and stuff because I don't want my main channel to have just a bunch of baby crap recommendations on my page. So I use those two accounts to put on baby shows. So I'll use that to just. I'll use my secret account to just use to watch it. I'm debating whether I want to get me down. Only because I want to get that K-pop demon that tears me up before it goes away.
Is satisfied mania moment. Is presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfies. Tells you to know what's right here. If you want to start all Steve Austin, there's a whole here.
Good times. Good times.
That's Trick Williams, who is riding the wave of popularity here in St. Louis from a top on a downstep. He goes 1911 peppers and things of the months. In there, disgust. Oh, I am jealousy, more like Williams. This is what most of us say about Williams. I'm very certain that live the United States. Here's the guy who did that.
What is Solo doing? About to break up. About to break up with his MFT. That's what he's doing. If you look after the show, the highlights, you'll see.
But he also has reason.
Because it's not really going to make much sense if I explain it. But I'm real glad because there might not be NFT for much longer.
They all went down on me. And now a chance to right that block. Yeah, no doubt about it. You can be excited for Sami Zayn before you get those long things for the last 3 months. But I have to acknowledge that Mello was completely screwed by the director last week. Lost the goals, lost a slot at WrestleMania. Need this win tonight. I thought things were the inadvertent punch. Rick Williams, the damage he did to Hayes, the advantage that Sammy was able to grab. Now Sammy was confronted by Trick Williams. By the way, see what here. Little Ring such an awesome the music superstar with us here at Smackdown. Little Yachty next to Trick Williams. Little Roman Jones next to everybody. You're little Roman. You just fully been over here. But serious business in ring. So much is maligning, of course. Gold is always a major, major deal here. And that's for next time. This maybe the loser, well, they might as well stay home WrestleMania weekend. That scenario, the last scenario with Joel Smith. Was not a WrestleMania plan for him. Then he took the open challenge, won the U.S. Championship, and everything changed. But for now, that is the beauty of this main event here on SmackDown. For now, 2 weeks out, and yet this will determine our WrestleMania spot. And you can tell it. Quite rightly, Carmelo Hayes is coming to this match with a major chip on his shoulder. He needs to use that as fuel to double Zayn tonight then. Welcome to WrestleMania. We're trying to look into that wrestling last week. Those great Bello gang from back in the days of NXT. So tight together. Bitter, acrimonious split in NXT. And last week's proceedings with a lot of help that relationship. Overseas and former NXT champion, 2-time NXT and North American champion. Tomorrow, the biggest day of the year.
And Jacob is right.
Here in St. Louis.
They're using the word prison too much.
Miles Bourne will be up against Johnny Gargano tomorrow here in St. Louis on Stand and Deliver. A major test for Miles Bourne. I'm a huge fan of what Gargano is the real deal, especially in NXT. And Sami Zayn knows a thing or two about being the real deal in NXT.
Keep up doing after me on $16.
So much fight left in him. There's just a massive connection there from Sami Zayn. And part of the problem with taking us all like Carmelo Hayes, he's such a great mover. He can be incredibly fast, elusive. But Sami Zayn was just a step ahead on that one. Your Wall Street's clear one that was disrupted by Rick Williams. I'll tell you about you. He's overchecked with several minutes when he's in that area to work it out. Just like this entire division. So unbelievable. Potato the time to go for one. But Carmelo Hayes is hoping there's one more hot potato pass tonight.
Mr. Today eat a pizza for the
Against Sammy into the cover.
but
Nobody else
that's breaking something else. I'm doing much here until tomorrow. So
responds so
maybe doesn't really want to spend 15 on a K-pop doing 100 meal.
see you at WrestleMania.
I'm gonna wait till the end of the stream because the buyers McDonald's, I have to order stuff for them too, but I don't really want to order stuff for them. I just want to get this meal once because I know that we're not bound to get McDonald's again later on.
Real quick, Carmelo Hayes had so much momentum. He has clearly damaged his left leg on that landing he had. And he is moving gingerly. It's one of those injuries that you hope over the next couple of minutes with a bit of movement, you can kind of block out the
Family do we got
wrinkle in the plan of Carmelo Hayes tonight. In 10 minutes to win back his US title and book himself a matchup at WrestleMania against the challenger.
but I family out here. The ones in this house.
Oh, Yanni. Great time taking his US champion advance from the side. Rick's opponent.
Mommy, I was myself.
If you're well, we just a scouting mission to
No,
which
he's not. I know he's not.
is
Well, he's not going to anything.
due to this knee injury
But
sustained
he's
by
hungry.
Carmelo.
I know he's hungry too. I just want to get the McDonald's for the meal. I don't really care to have McDonald's. Like I'm not saying like, yeah, I want McDonald's. I just want to get the meal.
They've been in this position before. Against
But if not, I'll just wait till.
injuries against his opponent, so he knows full well just how debilitating this is. The reversal by Hayes for just a moment.
I'll just wait till like when we go and stuff. We can get it late.
Start to light it up. He's not
Wait till late when we go tomorrow, maybe.
with someone as inventive and resourceful as Carmelo Hayes.
Well, they say we should go grocery shopping tomorrow. That we set stuff for Sunday.
That close. Count two here. United States Championship, the rematch. Sammy defending against Carmelo Hayes. Sami Zayn now probably wisely, slowly deciding how to ring
And then Buckle might like the new hunter sauce.
no mistake.
Buckle might like the new hunter sauce.
Carmelo
He might like the new hunter sauce because basically it's sweet chili. What do you think get? The hunter chili.
is invited by Hayes, who brings return fire.
I was just gonna get the hunter. The hunter meal is $15, but because I canceled my Rhodes, it makes it
Integrity of the United States Championship. He would get Carmelo
I'm not paying
Hayes
for it until I'm not paying for it until after I put more money in my card.
It's just 2 weeks away. The winner of this match.
Get it? No, I didn't get it. No, get it, and I didn't touch it for you.
He took a dive from the outside to look at Sami Zayn. Look earlier in the match, it hasn't looked the same.
It's
since
not closed.
Himself a missed direct hit. What are they doing? in play.
And my
One of those he totally grabbed both legs in a second because Wallheim automatically, instinctively went to the ancient left knee. Mello is in agony. His movement is not looking like it was, but he's motivated to win back his goal. A fucking ticket to WrestleMania to take on Rhodes. So I'm going to start one guy sitting right next to Chris Williams. Waiting to see who will give
Well, too bad it is gonna be Sami Zayn, but I bet you Trick Williams are definitely in it. I hope for sure that Trick Williams is in it.
the Explorer instead. So first down. Standing sides.
Yeah, see,
So needs to go back here. We need to end this ASAP. The longer this goes on, the more it favors Sami Zayn. Go for Brock Mello. First of that knee is still hurting. And there's the Explorer. Explorer is saying. Cascade of moves weighing down here in St. Louis. Because the big justice and the last one. Instead of the lockdown, he finds a little something left. Dig Carmelo. It's yes.
yeah.
And with that following stuff. Maybe dangerously that was called Mellow Haze. What is it back on your opponent?
So much weight on your hips.
Just like that.
On your side because he did it slides.
Great scene here in St. Louis. 11,620 on this road to WrestleMania.
I still love the Cashapp. Want to do it in English? Yes, I still have a Cashapp in the just triple logo as always. Thanks, Chief. Thank you.
Follow Hayes with that damaged leg as he's trying to sink it out as he goes to the top rope. When that was all same meetings,
I'm just saying, Sammy's in the turn out to be pigs.
he is gliding in pain. Hold on, referee taking a very close look at Carmelo Hayes here. He might be looking to throw this one out. I don't know if Hayes needs to do it.
what shit.
That will be a second on a referee understandably.
You again. Are you gonna kick the referee? Yeah.
Hayes.
Gonna kick the referee again too.
See what the referee's checking.
He was brutally injured. He was severely injured.
Well, Mello completely blindsided there. You can't blame say with a punch of WrestleMania all the way. He was so gutsy to fight through this way. That's the one that's fighting right and then all going up to put this one away, on the leg, and then the referee changed the Mello. That was says saying that. Well, that concludes it. You might not like it, but Sami Zayn is the US.
I have a feeling.
It's going to WrestleMania to the
I have a feeling that he'll. Huh?
Congratulations, Sami Zayn. I guess you're going to WrestleMania. In 2 weeks, we had a United States champion match with the man in the place, the hostess with the mostest, the coolest.
Every US.
Yeah. Every time there's a red man.
A big shot from behind, I'm slipping out of beat down his.
At least he knows better. He knows better than to.
His hands on Sami Zayn. Physical here. Counting got here. What is it? Trick Willie. Trick shot. A little preview of Vegas, perhaps, at WrestleMania in the distance. 2 weeks away. That United States Championship will be on the line. Danny Zayn and Trick Williams, Las Vegas. What a wild night here in St. Louis. One night with Trick
I
Williams.
just want to win because
See them together in Vegas.
I don't care. I wanted him to win anyway because Sami Zayn being a mid card champion is always stupid.
I know it is. It is what it was. Like
He
we
would
don't have a medal for years.
no, because he talks about he wants to be a world champion and he keeps not being a world champion because he keeps winning mid card titles like this. That's why nobody takes him seriously.
Tested before each injection. If you think you're exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms, tell your doctor right away.
The end of that, children.
Just potentially transmitted
Do
infection.
you know where your kids are?
Shut up, Mom.
Just increases HIV. Don't take allergic to it or taking certain medicines that
Mommy Fox News said that, and they're the ass kissers of, you know, what's his name?
Well, you know, but now, but it was way back then.
They still act that. They still act
Still-
that now,
exactly.
but the company who acts that, why would they care when they kiss the ass of somebody who doesn't care about kids at all? So
Do you know where your kids are?
now,
I always used to say, one is in the room.
okay, thank you,
One is in the room,
Okay,
one
thank
is
you.
here, and the other one is outside.
thank you,
Mother always used to
thank
be
you. Okay,
outside.
thank you. I don't care. I don't care. Who win the United States Championship? Obviously, Sammy, because it had to
I'll
be.
be you back. This is what you have to do.
Yes, it's obviously Sammy, but that is what we have. I'm pretty sure that most of these Smackdowns and Raw will be trash and just their little bits and pieces of last minute matches if there is still some left. But we got that, and
We'll be there.
at least now you can finally get off my ass about who is calling Randy Orton. It's Pat McAfee, everyone, and it's not anybody else. So deal with it. Be disappointed just like me, and just move on with your life. Well, with that being said, I hope you all have a nice night. The Knockin Chu Out IG Instagram and Discords are in the description below. I'm on hiatus until further notice, but I'll follow them anyway. And my donation links are in the description below. Go buy our Cashapp and all. Donations are accepted and appreciated. Thank you. And the wrestling server link is down below as well. And as always, this for today's show only. If you want to watch something else from some other wrestling company, click the home watermark, and then you can see the full selection of what's on and what's upcoming from TNA, AAA, AEW, Professional Japanese Wrestling, Honor of Glory, Professional Japanese Wrestling. I probably said it, whatever. Any wrestling company you can see right at the selection if you save it, bookmark it. If you don't have live TV or streaming service, don't turn off that light. But follow the wrestling server and you can watch wrestling at any time. But tomorrow for stand and deliver, you won't need that. Just go on the YouTube. Just go on the YouTube account, and it doesn't even have to be assigned in YouTube account. You could just go on YouTube offline, and you can just type in WWE, and you can still watch it. So you can watch both me and the actual show if you just go on a separate device if you have a second device. So remember, stand and deliver is at 7 o'clock on YouTube, not Peacock. So just remember that. So tomorrow I'll see you. So tomorrow night I'll see you at Stand and Deliver. We got lots of good matches there, and I am looking forward to seeing all of them. So be safe and remember, with idle energy. Bye.